All right, welcome back. Nice drive there by the Patriots. And now it's our honor to please welcome Emmy and Peabody Award-winning actor and producer Keegan-Michael Key to the show. Keegan, you're obviously a big Lions fan. You got the sweatshirt to prove it. Y'all had a big win over the Vikings yesterday, and y'all are a legitimate playoff contender. Now, do you want to guarantee right here, right now, that the Lions will make the playoffs this year?
I mean, Eli, I definitely want to guarantee it. I would love to. If I have my crystal ball,
you're allowed to. You can say it. You can say it.
I actually, you know what? I have to. You have to be consistent, if nothing else, right? And the one thing is, I said last year when Dan Campbell came in that we would go to the Super Bowl. So I'm going to continue my prediction that I'll take it back a couple steps and say we will make the playoffs. I believe that our team has the absolute ability to make this run. We can run the table. We really can. And I know that right now we're sitting at something like 21% chance of making the playoffs. If we run the table, we have a 95% chance of going to the playoffs. So I really think we can do it. I like it too. I really think we can do it.
Keegan, the Lions, they haven't won a championship since '57. Bobby Lane was a quarterback then. He was traded. That's when they talk about the curse of Bobby Lane.
Yes.
Jeff Daniels and I tried to break that curse. We went to Detroit, Ford Field, had a bathtub filled with whiskey. We'll show a little video of it, but I don't know if I believe in curses. But the Lions are 5-1 since Jeff and I went to Detroit and tried to invoke a little Tobin's spirit guide over a bathtub of whiskey right here. Do you believe that?
And Ed McMahon cleanse the Detroit Lions of the curse of Bobby Lane and restore the roar of the Lion pride.
I watched that.
Do you think it's broken? Do you think the curse is broken?
I really do, Peyton. I think that was the double power of you and Jeff Daniels. What we needed a champion, and then we needed like a solid Detroiter, like a real solid Michigander. We just needed your magic to come together. I think that's what made the difference. I really do. Because they have just gone over the hump in a way I was not expecting. I was not expecting this after the beginning of this season. This is amazing. I'm like, okay, another year rebuilding, another rebuilding year, we'll be okay. But they're nasty. They're killing it. They're dangerous. It's our offense right now is insane. It's amazing. And our defense is catching up to our offense. It's really great. I'm super excited.
Keegan, tonight we got Bill Belichick on the sideline for the Patriots, and he's known in his press conferences for saying absolutely nothing. Your coach for Detroit, Dan Campbell, has a little different approach, and I have something he said, and I'm quoting right here. We're going to kick you in the teeth, and when you punch us back, we're going to smile at you. And when you knock us down, we're going to get up, and on our way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off. Now, is this something y'all do in Detroit? Do you bite kneecaps? What is that?
It is a Detroit custom. Besides square pizza and Coney dogs, we also like to bite people in the kneecaps. It's just a greeting, just a friendly greeting. It just means hello. It just means welcome to our fair city. You just gotta.
Sounds painful.
And then you come back up.
It's unique. There's not a whole lot to bite there. There's not a whole lot of meat.
No, yeah, and there's no meat. You can't really get your teeth around any meat there. You gotta work the bone. You know what I mean, kind of. Yeah. But Dan, I love that Dan just wears his heart on his sleeve. He's such a passionate guy. And I just love him. I've had occasion to meet him a few times, and he's all heart, and he's such a player's coach. You know what I mean? It's like, he's like a buy-in guy, total buy-in guy. And they're all buying in. I love it.
No doubt.
All right, Keegan, looks like the Cardinals are going to go for it here. 4th and 4. What do you like here? What do you like, Michael?
Okay, let me see. Wait a minute. Where it's 4th. What is it? It's 4th and how many?
4.
Oh, jeez.
4th and 5. 4th and 5.
4th and 5?
What do you think?
So then, quick slant route. They can't. Can it? Wait a minute. They were in
sometime before they snap it.
Slant route to DeAndre. Right. No. He's going far.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it.
Out and up.
It went a little out and up. A little out and up.
No, it wasn't out and up. Yeah. Oh my God, Kings. But I mean. Good chance, like brave chance. I mean, they go for it.
they go for it a lot. You're exactly right, Keegan. They go for it more than anybody, and they've had two big misses in this game. Stay with us. We'll come back. We got some more questions.
Oh, that's tough.
Good. Nice reaction there. I love it. Welcome back. Keegan-Michael Key is still with us. Keegan, quick question. Eli and I aren't very smart here. I want to get your opinion on this. We see Matt Patricia right there. He used to coach your Lions, okay? He's famous for being super smart, has a degree in aeronautical engineering. The thing I don't understand is, why does he always have a pencil in his ear if all his play call sheets are laminated? Your thoughts?
My thought. Okay, interesting. Here's the thing. I think that the pencil is very much like a pacifier. I think it's a thing that he used to wear in his ear when he was at school, right? Because, it's like he has to go polynomial to the quantum mechanics, carry the 1 to the 6. And then, remember, when he was in school, he had to work on notebooks. So I think he keeps it there for comfort. I think it allows his brain, you know what I mean? Because, the thing is, unless he's got, now here's the thing, he could have a space pencil. They make, the space pens that they make where you can write on, maybe
cut through the laminated.
They can cut through the laminate and get the graphite on the pen. But I know it's funny. I love that he has a trademark. But it's a very dangerous trademark. Like, don't hug Matt Patricia after a good play, or you're going to come off a Cyclops.
Yeah, you might poke an eye out.
You might take an eye out. We got to take an eye out with that thing.
Hey,
all right, third and six. Eli, what do you like here, E? 3rd and 6. What do you like?
I like, some sort of, I like that curl flat combination, Pate. Get something where you get a guy over the ball, guy over there.
Oh, look at, he's going right there to the middle. Oh, no. Oh, wow.
Not exactly.
It's tough, right, guys? When you're using a boundary like that, that's what takes all the wide receiver skill, right? Is that because you've got a natural boundary with the out of bounds line. You've got to really be really deft over there. There was a guy right in the middle. Did you see that guy run that cross in the middle? Really good throw
right there. It's a double move. You're giving your guy a chance for his press man. Hopefully, hey, he's gonna bite on a little at the stick. You throw it deep. Unfortunately,
very
the guy
good
not
pass,
making a play.
What's that kicker's name? Is it Paraday? What's the kicker's name?
Yeah, we don't know that. Eli, I don't have to know that.
We don't have to know the kicker's name.
Oh, you guys aren't.
It's not in the contract. Stay with us. We got a commercial here. We got a few more questions for you, Keegan. All right, welcome back. Hey, Keegan, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Back in your Comedy Central show, Key Peele, you played a basketball announcer with zero filter named Chick Sarika. I think we have a picture here. We'll put it up there. But we have a tradition on this show where we let our guests call some plays. So we'd like to be honored if you did a little play-by-play here, channeling your inner Chick Sarika
my inner
here.
Chick Sarika? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Looking at one of the twins, the McCourty boys here at Colt McCoy, who has the most Western-sounding name in all of football as a quarterback here. We have Connor in the background playing for his second team, who's busting through the middle, and those are men not doing their jobs. And now they've done their jobs. All right, here we go. Here we go, going to the second down or third down. Wow, that's me. I'm a ghoul. Look at me. I do not look healthy.
Well done. I put you on the spot. You answered well.
I remember Chick Sarika. That was a fun sketch that we did. Yeah, that was a really fun sketch.
Great name.
Look, good protection.
Check down.
Oh,
hey, Keegan, you and I hung out earlier this year doing an episode of Peyton's Places. We created great Lions running back Billy Sims, his iconic karate kick. Just in case there are a few viewers of the Manning cast that accidentally missed that episode of Peyton's Places on ESPN Plus, take us through your memories of this play.
Here, see, I remember watching that on TV and seeing that kick. It's the ramp up here. Whippity bip boom. It's not the kick that gets me so much as the fact that he stepped on the other guy like a stool to get to get that height to get the karate kick. And I was at home as a kid watching that. I just remember going, I'm sorry, what? I was as surprised as the announcer. If they watch the episode, you watch it on YouTube, you can hear the announcer go, I believe that Billy Sims did a karate kick there. He's like Billy Clinton, and it's the way he goes, karate kick or something. Oh no!
Campbell.
Oh,
Touchdown.
Scoop and score.
Scoop and score. Look at that.
He should have done the karate kick right there and kicked that defender instead of letting him knock it out and fumble, Keegan.
Right, exactly.
Hey, my bad.
My bad. We know. We're aware. We're aware whose bad it is.
Clear on that?
We know. We're very clear.
Millions of us are clear as to whose bad that is.
The one hand.
Way more than
Keegan,
yeah,
he's got it out there
hand.
like that, right? Tuck it away.
Yeah.
Tuck it away. 3 points of pressure.
Get it. 3 points. Get it in there. 3 points of pressure. What?
Right
I'm
there.
trying to get my
It
thing,
looks
but I'm looking at my
good.
delay. No, see,
It
don't
looks
do that.
good,
He's doing
young
that.
kids. It looks good. Tuck it away, baby. Tuck it away.
Mellon had the
Nobody
ball
should do
security.
that.
He had it. He had the two-hand just run like this.
He had six points of pressure. You're not going to tuck
Not
it.
good.
You want to go with the 6 point. Yeah. Remember when
Not good
Sweetness
one
would do that? He shouldn't even. Sweetness shouldn't even have done that. And he was, it's not a good practice for the kids.
Nobody-
Yeah, see, look at that. Just
Yeah.
boom, just hanging out there. Should not be hanging out there like a bird dog. I don't even know what that means. What I just said, hanging out there like a bird dog. That's
Bird
not
dog.
even saying.
Makes sense.
Hey, Keegan, we didn't see much there from the Patriots as far as the celebration. They were kind of surprised. But speaking of some of your legendary sketches, you have a great one where you play a football player named Hingle McCringleberry. Earlier this
That's right,
season, Lions running back Jamal Williams was hit with a $13,000 fine for imitating McCringleberry's signature celebration. We'll show you in a second, besides the karate kick you were just doing right there. But you actually offered to make a donation on behalf of Jamal. Are you proud that your lasting impact on the history of the NFL seems to be the triple thrust?
Yes. See how fast I answered that question? Yes, I am so happy that is my legacy. Oh boy, that is provocative.
That's 4 moves. That's not 3 though. That seems like 4. That was way.
He's
that was
doing
way,
like 4, and he's doing a
way
bit
too
of
many.
he's doing a little circular hip situation. It's not just a full frontal thrust. You know what I mean? But I'll tell you, it's funny, Elle. You guys, both you, Faith and Eli, you've met Elle, my writing partner, my wife. She's worked with you guys on NFL Honors, and she told Roger Goodell one time, if I think this is right, she was saying, Key and Peele has made the NFL a lot of money. A lot of money.
Yes.
Yes.
She's right. So that's my lasting impact, is that we are putting money into the coffers of the NFL. So, oh my gosh, look at that. Very flexible young.
Very flexible.
Very flexible young man. Yes. Oh my
Keegan,
gosh.
you're also you're a Penn State alum, and you actually do
I
a
am.
great impression of Nittany Lions head coach James Franklin. I think we'll have a video after this play when you were leading the team out to the field. And so I actually got to spend a little time at Penn State and Chad Powers and did my workout. And I just assume when the Chad Powers TV show comes out one day that you'll be auditioning to play the head coach.
Probably auditioning to play James Franklin. Yeah, in the Chad Powers story, Power of One. Yeah. That's what you're calling it, right? Chad Powers. Power of One.
I think so. Power of one.
Power to the Manning degree. I don't know. I'm workshopping titles, guys. I'll send you an email, Eli.
You look like him. You can talk like him. You look a lot like James
Can I tell you?
Franklin.
Can I tell you what he did? 2 years ago, or it might not. No, it's just 3 years ago now, right before the pandemic. When we were visiting, I took a picture in his garb with his glasses and his wife and his 2 daughters, and they used the picture of me and his family as their Christmas card to see if anybody would notice.
Anybody notice?
That's next level. That means
That's
it was the
next level
perfect
stuff.
imitation.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I got a kick out of that. Yeah. Oh,
Speaking
man,
of
really.
Commissioner Goodell, Eli, ask him that question I want him to ask about the commish.
Yeah, you did a sketch. What did you do? You had the commissioner. We had Commissioner Goodell in the Manning cast, and but you definitely one-upped us. And we had this video from the NFL honors last year. And were you surprised how well the commissioner did in this little skit?
I got to tell you, I wasn't that surprised. Again, this was Elle's idea. So Elle, she created and directed that entire opening, and she's the one that personally convinced Roger to sing. She's really an inspiration, and she actually hired a big time vocal coach, like singing coach from Broadway, to help the commissioner with his singing. And so I was like, I feel like he's in really good hands. So he and I were backstage, we were doing our warm-ups, and he did a great job. I was astonished.
Let's listen to it right here. Let's listen to it right here.
Let's hear it here.
Like the draft. I'm just here for hugs.
That look on your face,
surprised.
You look a little surprised there.
I mean, listen, there was a lot of pressure. It was a lot of pressure on the commish, and he nailed it. He absolutely nailed it. So I was just so happy that he could do it.
He had no expectations of anything good by the commish, right? Just absolutely just going to bomb.
I mean, it's one of those things. It's like practice, right? You feel great in practice. And I was backstage with him like, he's doing okay. We'll see what happens when the red light goes on. No red light fever for Roger Goodell. He nailed it. He absolutely nailed it. Yeah, so I was actually that. A lot of that is genuine surprise on my part. I was like, "Oh, he nailed it!" You know.
All right, 3rd and 1 here. Cardinals need to get it because they stink on 4th down. What do you like here, Keegan? You like run or pass?
No, I think a run.
Connor.
They should run here. Yep,
Connor,
Connor.
right
Boom, boom,
there.
boom.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Yep. He went to the. Yeah. Okay. That was good.
They don't get that.
That wasn't an RPO, Pate. That was just an R. Last RPO,
Just an
they didn't
old-
block a defensive end. He made a play. So
I like ours. I like ours. Barry Sanders, Billy Sims. That's all they did. Run the ball.
Just
you know,
ours.
like the RPO, too much indecision. Young quarterbacks playing. We got young running backs playing. Let's just hand the ball off, take the thrill out of it.
Yeah, don't get fancy. It's not. Yeah, I like the old stuff. I like the old. You know. Like, yeah, you said Billy Sims, Eddie George. Remember that? Just hand the ball to Eddie George and just let him go.
Right.
You know, that kind of stuff. Wait a minute, who am I just, the name just escaped me, Eli. Who used to, Brandon Jacobs. Just give the ball, remember, just give the ball to Brandon Jacobs. You know?
Number 79.
Yeah.
275
What it-
pounds. Running back.
Down.
I mean, because running backs, especially, and I'm not, like, I have no idea what a running back is thinking, but I do know that when a play's called where they're supposed to get it and the quarterback pulls it, it's frustrating to them, right? Like, running backs need to be put into a rhythm as well. Give them the equivalent of a quarterback throwing completion. Give them some carries. So I still think there's a place for that. Like you said, turn and hand it to Eddie George and let him go and do his thing.
I don't even understand how you guys even do RPO.
First charge,
I
timeout,
have a hard time
Arizona,
knowing
30
how
seconds.
does the running back distinguish when the ball is going to be taken away.
I mean,
Hayden's never done it. He's never done it. He's too old school.
Yeah,
He's too
go
old.
ahead.
RPO.
RPO. Take this one.
Was not invented yet when he was playing, so this is kind of a new deal. So he's not the right person to ask.
Not versed in the RPO thing, but
He's not versed in the RPO.
What, Eli? What's the little thing they tell you? I mean, I know you have. You know, you've done a lot of them. What's the terminology?
Ride and decide. What do you want to know?
Yeah, that one.
Ride and decide. Well, you're just a lot of it with the RPO. It's different. You're reading that inside linebacker. If he comes in and plays the run, then you're gonna pull it, and you have a tight end on the flat, and you have a guy running a slant. You're just kind of reading him. And there's different versions of different reads. And then there's kind of the ride and decide where it's a run. Or a quarterback run option. I was not allowed. I never had that option.
You were not allowed to.
Oh, no.
Interception. Is that his second? Wait a minute. Is that Colt's second? No.
Keegan comes on, and the Cardinals just start turning the ball over.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm part of the Lions' magic. Anything I can do to screw up the NFC. Anything I can do. I wish. I wish.
Hit, Pate? I think he got hit a little bit as he tried to throw this ball. It did not come out good.
He couldn't. He
Oh,
couldn't
yeah,
finish.
yeah.
Just a little bit. Just a little hand. Just to not be able to step into it.
Yeah, I was wondering why I didn't see that.
Kicked in the face. Billy Sims.
Yeah.
You got
Kicked him in
The old Billy Sims style.
You got Billy Sims in the face on the ground.
Right,
Bad
you get
combination.
You get points off though because he was already on the ground. So there's points off for that one. You only get an honorable mention at the karate competition for that one.
There you go. Oh, he fumbled it.
Oh no, he fumbled it.
What? Keegan,
just get it
you're a
back?
turnover
What is going on?
machine.
What's going on?
Scooping scores? Are you kidding me?
What is happening? Keegan. Most bizarre plays in the world.
2 scooping scores since I've been on.
We gotta see this. We gotta look at this replay. This
This
could
is
have been
crazy.
down. Ball.
This is
It took a while for
amazing.
that ball to come out.
Ruling on the field is a touchdown.
Catch it? The interception?
Oh, did he even?
It's a
Oh, he
pick.
might not have. Oh, it's a pick. It's a
Down,
pick
though.
6.
I bet he's down.
He's going to be down, Keegan. I hate to tell you, it's not going to be a scoop and score. It is
not
going
a
to be
Have to review
an
the
interception.
ruling on the field is an incomplete
He did,
pass.
Still,
They can't. They. Oh, that.
come out there at the end.
Yeah, I think it touched. Which I mean, that to me is not. That's overturnable because you can actually see. Hold on. Is it touch here?
It's right there. Does it
Right
touch
there.
the ground at all?
But had he already gotten possession of it?
I don't think so.
After review,
That's
I
it'll be
think you're right,
second
Eli.
down.
That's he did not catch it. It's not a
104 on the
fumble.
game clock at the 37-yard
So it's just-
line. It's
Right
an
there.
incomplete
It's just an
Yeah.
incomplete pass. No. I think you're right.
Well, Arizona review this.
But it's funny because they get to do the celebration, right? It's a free celebration. And
Yeah, it's a free celebration, right?
If they score again, do they go back to that one, Keegan, or they have to have a new one, right? I mean, you know.
Right, you have to have a
McCringleberry
new
always
one.
Yeah, you got to have a new one, right, McCringleberry?
Gotta have a new one, no matter what. Yeah, even a flag does not devoid you still have to go into the bag of tricks and get the new celebration. You can't double up on celebration. It's not a dress rehearsal. This is the game, guys. So if you're looking at another scoop and score, think about what you're gonna do. Think about what option D was, okay? Because you got to have a spectacular one.
This kid's so
kid's
confused. He's like, what?
This is
Look at this. Look at his dad, the Raiders fan, trying to explain it to him.
And
It's
checking
not
the
a
time.
touchdown. No, it's not a touchdown.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh.
3rd and 5. Might take a shot up top again. Throw it away, Matt. Throw it away.
Oh, Matt, throw it away. Throw it away.
Nice.
Oh, on the comeback.
Completion.
Does he catch that?
Not bad.
Look at Mac. He's trying to go quick. He's
trying to go
trying
fast.
to go quick
They don't want to review it.
avoid the challenge. They don't want him to review it, Keegan.
I see, right? Oh, yeah. Well, it's a catch, right?
Looks like a
Same
catch.
thing as the first half, Peyton, where they will have.
This
Oh,
is
he just
the
wants to go
end
quick for a different
of the
reason. In the
third
first half, remember
quarter,
you
but-
mentioned sometimes
but the
you'll
corner
call
got
to.
him. Yeah. Yeah, you have like a quick word that means let's get up there and go right away to avoid the challenge. So, hey, Keegan, thank you for doing this, man.
Yes, sir.
Thanks,
Thank
Keegan.
you,
Go find
guys.
this kid and cheer him up. Go
luck,
cheer this
dude.
kid
Okay,
up.
Lions.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, bro.